Hi, I'm Mark Mancini with VRB Outstanding and the Vacation Rental Host. This week we're going to have 3 new key things you need to know about your new Cybertruck, so stay tuned. And welcome back. Okay, first thing I want to tell you about is a new part I just want to review real quick. I actually went and got it on Amazon. It is a cover. So some of you cannot garage keep your Cybertruck. That would be me. Can't fit in our garage. So I went to Amazon for about $110, and I'll put the link below and at the very bottom of the video so you can click right to it if you want. I got this cover. Now, it also comes with a bag. You can fold it and put it in. I'll give you $10. You can get this thing in here after you've opened it up in your truck. It's gonna be hard to do. So it's a very tight fit to put it back in, but this cover actually is pretty good. Now, it's not going to be a cover that is a durable cover. This is a waterproof cover, okay? Non-towable. It's strictly if you have your truck outside and it's going to rain. Now, there's a couple reasons why you don't want to keep this on all the time. I'm going to go over that in just 1 minute. But briefly, this cover goes right over. It fits real nice and snug. It's got straps on the bottom. You really don't need to use them. Something they don't tell you is there is some green lines on here, and the green lines are for 3 different places. This one is for the very front of the vehicle, so when you're going to put this on, this goes in your front, and then there's 2, one for each side of your mirror, okay? And that's how you put it on. So I only put it on when it looks like rain and I don't feel like messing up my truck. I just washed and waxed. So that's why I use it. Here's what you want to be careful of. 2 things. Number 1, if you put it on, your Sentry cameras are going to go off like crazy because the cover is going to move and it's going to get the alerts on your camera all the time. So it's going to eat up a lot of storage on that drive. Number 2 reason you got to be careful with it is the internal temperature control. I keep mine set on 85 max. This way it doesn't get any warmer than 85 because I'm here in July in South Carolina by the coast and it's hot. But with that cover on, the interior gets to be 100 degrees. So I only put it on if I know it's going to rain that night or the next day, and I take it off right away. Okay? But it's still a good cover for 110 bucks. You really can't go wrong. Now the second thing I want to talk to you about is tinting your vehicle. Now from the factory, there's already a tint on the side. It's a small tint, but the driver's side is not. That's why you'll look and you'll see the back, it looks a little bit darker than the front. I went ahead and got the windshield tinted too. Now, the windshield tint is going to require special tint for them to order, a 60-inch tint, because of the size of this windshield. Usually they get this type of film for RVs and such. And it goes right up into here where the visors are. That's the highest it goes. And that front windshield, and I think that's a 70%, which is barely noticeable in the tint, but does provide some protection. I got, I believe, a 40% tint on the sides. And remember, there's a window here, here, and here, and there's also a rear. So there's actually 7 windows plus your windshield. Now, depending where you are, the price can vary. I use a place here in Myrtle Beach window tint. They gave me a great price. I would strongly suggest shopping around. They were the best price around. Black Optics was another one, but theirs was a bit higher. Okay, I've heard some people pay twice as much in states like California and so forth. So it's all gonna be geographic on where you go for the window tint, but window tinting is a must. Now you do have to stay legal with window tint. So you also wanna make sure that you stay within that, I believe it's 30 or 35% in many states. I went a little darker because I've got a prescription for photosensitivity to allow me to get a little bit darker tint. Now the next thing I want to talk about, the third key thing, is going to be voice commands in your Cybertruck. Now many of you don't know this, but the bottom button on the right, there's a microphone, and that is your voice command. And from there, you have got a list of about 20 to 50 voice commands, and we're going to put those on the screen. You can also, on the bottom left where your icon is for your truck, you press that and it comes up. And in your help section, you're going to have a list of all your different voice commands. Again, we're going to put a link down below with them. We're also going to put a list of the most popular commands. But the great thing about the voice commands is texting, because I know a lot of you text when you drive, and you really shouldn't be. Okay? But, and I try to tell my wife I'm going to cut down on that. But the great thing about this Cybertruck and Teslas in general with the voice commands is in the bottom left, if you get a text that comes in, it's going to come on the bottom left, and you press a button. It's going to read that text to you. And then you can press that button again and use voice dictation, and it'll dictate your verbiage into text and text that person back, so you don't have to get on your phone and get in trouble by the state law, the state trooper. When you're texting and driving, you're simply pressing your button on your screen and using your voice command on your Tesla Cybertruck. So always use your voice commands. That's great to keep your hands free in the steering wheel. Again, that command list is in your help section. Also too, one more thing I'm going to throw on there real quick is USB. Now there is, and we're going to come on the other side here real quick. For those of you who've got a collection of CDs like me, because you're old time, and you ripped all your CDs to MP3 and MP4, you may have thousands of music videos, or not music videos, music on your file that you want to listen to that maybe are hard to find, or you don't want to use Spotify, whatever. So you can get all that put into a USB thumb drive. And over here in your glove box, it's kind of hard to see. We're gonna go in here. Hopefully you can see, but that's where your USB drive is for your FSD and your Sentry. But I got this little adapter thing. Now you got to be careful. You cannot get just any USB bridge or connector to put multiple USB drives in. I'm going to put this link below for this very special one made for Tesla, because this will power and run data through it as well, and many of them do not. This is very special, made for Tesla. So I can put my Sentry USB stick in there, and I can put the USB stick that has all my music videos, I keep saying that, all of your music on your MP3s and MP4s, and then this way on your touchscreen, you'll have an icon that looks like a USB thumb drive right here, okay? That when you click on that, you can go by artist, by album, genre, etc., and scroll all through your list of musicians and go to the musician of your choice and play the music that you have on your MP3 or MP4 file. So if I want to go to The Cure, I can go to The Cure. If I want to go to Billy Squier, I can go to Billy Squier, etc., and have all my music here that I can just start and click play on. So that's also a really good feature you can do if you want to use only your music and not have to pay Spotify or anything else. Well, hope you like those 3 key things with your Cybertruck, plus that 1 extra bonus USB information. We're going to come out with more videos on accessories real soon. We got a bunch of new hot accessories we're going to be testing and showing you, so stay tuned. Remember, hit like and subscribe. Also, comments below, ask any questions, I'll answer it, and we'll see you again next week.